welcome to the first ever episode of Built-in
A
Besties
dad
and Daughter podcast.
cast. So we're pretty much going to be yapping here. This is our first time doing this. The whole setup's going to change. Production quality is going to get better, but we're working with what we have right now, and we really just wanted to get this out. Our point of doing this, I think. What is our point of doing this, really?
We don't really have one. We just kind of want to just kind of like share our life. And
Yeah,
we actually came up with this in a Trader Joe's parking lot.
that's true.
We
Trader
have,
Joe's shout
there is
out.
a video of it.
Oh, there is. When we were
Yeah.
doing our mukbang,
hmm
that's right. We were filming a little video for
That is on
TikTok.
my personal TikTok. So if we really want to, one day I will post that
We could link it to
on
the
yeah,
Built-in Besties one.
on our Built-in
Yeah,
Besties
what
one.
are our socials? Why don't we hit them with our socials too real quick so everyone can go follow while they're watching?
All right. I don't know them off the top of my head, but
Oh, come on. Yes, you
I'm gonna
do.
put it on the screen right
Yeah. At Built-in Besties
here.
podcast for
Podcast
most of them.
for most
You
of
can
them.
take a look. You'll find them. We'll link them down below. We'll put them up in uh,
Description.
the description. This, you guys will be able to find us. We just kind of want to share our lives a little bit. I like telling stories, so we'll talk about what has happened in that week. We've had some big weeks
Oh,
over the
yeah.
last couple of weeks. Last week, my built-in bestie over here turned 13. It was actually Monday. So
It was
just like
technically this week.
4 or 5 days ago, it was this week. You're right. And where do we spend it?
We went to Atlantic City. It was mainly for my cheer comp, which I'm an all-star cheerleader. I'm not gonna say my gym because I don't like being stalked.
Hope no one stalks you. They're going to figure
But
out who you are.
anyways,
It's
I'm an
okay.
all-star cheerleader. We were at Mid-Atlantic. If any of my cheerleader girlies and boys out there know what I'm talking about. Um,
Kind of a
yeah.
letdown competition.
It was a little bit of a letdown. It was kind of like
Yeah.
it was in the showboat, if any of you guys know what that is, but it was kinda just like it kinda felt like a rat comp, like, it wasn't, like, fully put together, like
Not an elevated stage.
no, what was that? Well, elevated stages, if you don't know, are actually they're getting rid of them
Oh,
because too many people have fallen.
oh, I did not know that.
Mhm.
That's pretty interesting.
What was that comp
There's
we went
like,
to on
are you
January 11th?
you're sure that they're getting
Mhm.
rid of all of them?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Hmm. Are you talking about the comp that we went to in Providence?
Yeah.
That one was so good.
Shout out to the what is it?
Oh man, what were they? Oh, that was
Oh,
such a good
it's the
cheer
Deep South.
competition. Deep South, that's
That's who
right.
puts it on. We are
Yeah.
going to is it Deep South the Eras tour? Or
I can't remember.
it's something related to eras,
That's right,
but
because they do all things like music related. So all of their merch is really cool. They did such a good job between when they would take breaks, like if they needed judges breaks and stuff like that, which happens a lot at cheer competitions. They did these cool competitions. They had like cheer coaches or cheerleaders that weren't performing at that time
mhm.
go up and win
Do, like, dance
prizes. Yeah,
offs. Yeah, it was really
it
fun.
was a lot of fun. They put on a really good show. So we're excited to go back to that one. I think that's at Foxwoods,
Yeah.
which is a casino in Connecticut. That'll be like, I think towards the end of March, if I
Mhm.
remember correctly. So we spent a lot of time doing cheer competitions, especially from like December to like almost May,
Yeah,
kind of
basically
is
May.
is spent with all of that. Um, but it's fun. We get to
Yeah.
travel around a little bit, sometimes more than I want to,
We went to
but it's all right.
Nashville, like, a couple years ago, and then if any of you cheer girlies know, we go to All-Star Worlds and not Summit. We used to do Summit, and I've never actually been because the year I came to my gym actually was when, that was the last year they went to Summit, and oh, unfortunately, my gym not my gym, but a lot of
Your
gyms.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
My
team at the
team did
time.
not get a bid that year.
It was such a good team
It was a
also.
really good team.
Yeah, like, the music was so good, the team was so bonded together, it was
Mhm.
really nice, but, it was just really, really hard competition
Yeah,
and, like, a
like
really, really competitive
yeah,
division that you guys were in.
because in the varsity cheer world, it's, like, very, very, very competitive, but once you get to, like I don't even know what that is, like, kinda like the Spirit Brands and
Yeah.
Maximum and Deep South. Because once you get to those kinda comps, it's more like it's either rec cheer or it's just, like, not very known gyms, but sometimes World Cup does go to those ones, but most times it's not a very, like, well-known go.
Yeah, I mean, they're kinda well known, like, the Deep South
Yeah.
ones were so good, and there was a ton of competition
Mhm.
there also. You guys placed 2nd there, which was really
2nd out
cool.
of 5 teams,
Yeah, so
and we
that was good, it was so close.
yeah, we actually just got grand champs for our level, but we weren't going against anyone in our, level, but we did win for, like well, we weren't going against anyone in our H division, but we did win for our whole level, which
That's
was really
true.
nice. We're getting jackets very soon.
That's gonna be exciting. Maybe we can have a
Yeah.
little, reveal on this next week. Hopefully,
Ah,
that would be, like, by the
yeah.
time you'll get your jacket.
I was told that they were red, which I don't know how I feel about that, but I do like wearing red shirts, so you
That's
never know.
true.
My blanket does not wanna cooperate.
That's okay.
My apologies,
I think
guys.
that, just make sure you don't touch that
Yeah.
stuff too much. The people are gonna hear the noise, and they're gonna be
Yep.
like, "Oh my god, I hate it." I'm just kidding. Um, we didn't even introduce ourselves.
We didn't.
No, we forgot to introduce ourselves. Within the first, like we've been doing this for, like, 5 minutes now. We forgot to introduce ourselves. So, why don't you go first? A little
Okay.
bit about yourself. We heard that you're 13, but who are you,
Yep.
man?
I'm Jacqueline. I have a lot of different nicknames. We're gonna go around not go around, but we're gonna share our nicknames.
Mhm.
Um, I really go by anything. I go by Jackie. That's where I'm mostly known at cheer as. Like, fun fact, nobody on my team, except for, like, a couple girls or anyone in my gym knows that my actual name is Jacqueline. People are very surprised when I tell them
Interesting.
that.
Yeah,
But, Jacqueline, I go by JJ a lot in my family, and J, and really anything.
yep.
Yeah.
Check you out.
Um,
Oopsie, Rascal. We
correct.
have a lot of nicknames. Um, I'm Zachary. I'm Jacqueline's dad, the built-in bestie. Um, Nicknames, is that what we're talking about?
Yep.
So, he used to call me for a long time Diddy. We had to kinda cut that one because of recent events, so, uh, I think we moved
Kinda
on to
like
Witty,
witty now.
Tidster.
I ne I never really actually call my dad dad,
It slips
which
out every once in a while, but it also,
it's like
like, it
every, like
sounds a little weird when it
yeah, it's like
happens.
every 2 months.
Yeah.
Like, I look at you and I don't see you as dad
What?
because I see you as witty.
I'm just kidding with you, I understand.
Yeah.
Um, Maybe we should move this over a little bit 'cause I'm kinda, like, shrunk in here. Here, folks, we're gonna move this a touch over, sorry.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, about our setup.
That's great. Yeah.
Why don't we just give the folks a minute to look?
Uh, I guess we could. Careful with that candle there. There is a candle going on here, and we just changed the lighting by technically getting up. You can come back, it's fine. We're in a bedroom right now. Hopefully it's not reflecting too much, but I think we're doing okay. No, that's good there. Come back
This
over.
this is our setup.
Yeah.
Um, this chair is not going to be a bow.
No,
It is going
we're
to
gonna
be
look for another chair like mine that's a little more relaxed for her, but, uh, we wanted to get this going. We didn't
yeah,
wanna have to wait for another chair to come
and
in so that we could do this again.
a bunch of people I know have been asking where the podcast is.
That's true.
Here we
People want the
are.
pod, the people want the pod, here we are.
This will hopefully you guys will hopefully be seeing this on a Sunday.
Yeah,
Hopefully this today is Friday the 31st. Hopefully you will be seeing this on Sunday the 2nd.
that's right, and we're gonna try to make this, like, definitely, a weekly
Weekly
thing.
thing.
That's kind of our goal. We
Yeah.
wanna make it weekly.
So uploads will probably be on Sundays because our kind of plan. Sorry, I look a lot taller than our plan is going to be we're going to record on Fridays, which we're going to see how that works out with Cheer. You guys
Yeah,
might just get a hotel podcast.
that's true. We could potentially do that.
Yeah. And
That
really
might
like
change up the lighting and stuff like that, but
yeah.
whatever. I think we're doing okay right
Yeah.
now. We'll figure it
We
out.
could really record anywhere because all we really need are these mics.
Yeah.
Kids. My dad's whoa. I'm just gonna say my dad's.
Yeah. You don't say my didster before you just like
Yeah, my dad's he does have this, but it's not currently working.
well, she's talking about the mic
We're
stand,
missing a
so that's
piece,
why
yeah.
I'm holding on to my microphone over here, but we'll get through it. It's not a big deal. Um, all right. What should we focus on now? Like, what do we want? everyone to know, like, what's our goal here? We did just say
Um,
that we're just gonna yap, right? And
yeah,
that's fine.
I have one more little added thing for you
Do
guys.
it
So we are going to be
carefully.
doing candle of the week. I am obsessed with candles. I don't know about any of you guys, but the candle of the week is just whatever matches the scenery. And this is White Barn Frozen Lake from Bath and Body Works. Not at all sponsored, but it smells really good. It smells cool eucalyptus. Eucal-
Yeah, you said it
yeah.
right.
Lavender and juniper berries.
Juniper berries, yeah. Heck yeah, that's a good combination there. It does smell really good.
Smells really good.
Yeah.
And it's our little kind of like area. We're in a bedroom, but
Yeah, that's
it's
alright.
actually doing pretty good lighting in here,
Yeah. And
but
we'll figure
not
it out.
having overhead lighting in
Yeah, I
this room.
think, like, soon we're gonna maybe find a different location. We'll have
Yeah.
some, like, cool decorations behind us, so it'll look, like, really pro. But,
Yeah.
um
For now, you guys were just all requesting a podcast,
and here
so
it is, first
we
one
had to
up.
give the people what they wanted.
That's right, and you guys are in at the ground floor right here, so this is really exciting.
So one day when we're famous, you're gonna look back at
That's true.
this.
Maybe in horror, but we'll see.
We do
Um,
have almost 2,000 views on one of our videos right now,
yeah,
which is a big deal because on our first ever one, we have 500.
500.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're
We're
doing
trying to
well.
get maybe to like
I
5,000.
don't think we're trying to become famous, but,
Yeah.
we just wanna have some fun.
Mhm.
We like to hang out together. We like to talk. It's just another opportunity for us to have conversations and just, like, share with other people. So I think a lot of people go through the same things,
Yep.
do a lot of the fun stuff, so, it's just our opportunity to, like, show the world what we're about.
Do we wanna share a little more about ourselves?
Sure, go ahead.
Um, like I said, I do also cheerleading. I also started softball, yes, in the fall, and that was kind of like a big step out of my comfort zone for me because I'm not a runner at all. And quite literally I hate running. And that is one of my least favorite parts about softball, and that's a big part of it. But I don't know. I just really like the game and I'm starting to get more into it. I wanted to be a pitcher this season, but things got a little busy.
Start
And
snowing out
so,
too, yeah.
yeah. Hopefully we'll possibly start getting back to trying to pitch, but you
Yeah,
never
you were
know.
doing well for a long time. Pitching is also just we've talked about it before, but you
Yeah.
have to know the game so well
Yeah.
and, like
And have only played for like one season. Hopefully, I think maybe I'm going to do next fall for pitching. I'm going to
mhm.
try that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I really, really loved softball.
Yeah.
It was fun to be able to, like, go to the games all the time. Cheer is
You have to
fun,
pay
right?
money
But,
to get
like
into these places.
yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about really, but cheer's fun, but it's literally
2 minutes
two
and
and a
30
half
seconds.
minutes. It's 2.5 minutes every time that she competes. Whereas it's more of a like, cheer is definitely a team sport, obviously, like, the whole team is part of everything, but, you individual efforts, I guess, don't always, like,
Yeah.
go seen, right? Where you, like, were able to get a bat, you were able to hit, you're
Yeah.
able to field balls, you're able to do that stuff, which was really fun to watch and fun to cheer on the rest of your team too, and there was really good camaraderie with your
Mhm.
team. You had a great group
Especially,
of girls.
like, my coaches, they were really nice for it being
Mhm.
my first year, and they kinda just, like, taught me a bunch of things.
Yep,
Yep.
absolutely. Um, what else do we wanna talk about?
A little more about kinda like my sports aspect. Like I said, I do all-star cheerleading. I'm a bass and cheer. I'm not much of a tumbler. It's never really been my thing, but my dream team, well, not dream team, but my dream level is, no tumble level because I think I could do really well in that. Level 6 is a little bit of a hassle. Not hassle, it's a little bit of a step, and I really wanna be one day on a non-tumble level 4.
What about, like, a 4.2 or something like
Yeah, I do really like
yeah,
4.2. I think that 4.2 competition can sometimes be, like, big, and it can sometimes just be small.
that's true.
Because we did
So,
have a 4.2 at my gym.
for those that might not know what that means, excuse me, 4
Yes.
would be the level of stunting. So, like, when
Yes.
you think about
I
people getting
love
thrown
stunting.
up into the air, held up in
Yeah.
the air, things like that, that's the level that would be of stunting. And then, point 2 means that it's a level 2 tumbling, so not
Mm,
anything crazy, no big wild flips in the air,
yeah,
stuff like that, but, so more of about, like, the ability to stunt than it is the ability to tumble,
yeah.
so it's pretty interesting that they have those levels like that too.
And with a non-tumble level 4, it'll just all be level 4 stunts, jumps, and dance, which that's, like, some of my favorite parts. I haven't actually jumped in a really long time in a routine. I've mostly done show and goes in the back, which if you don't know what that is, it's just where flower goes up really fast, goes down
Mhm.
fast. But I really wanna get back into jumping because I actually did try a couple days ago, and they were okay.
That's
They were baseline, but they were still pretty good.
that's good. Yeah. You wanna talk about me now? Alright, we said who I am. What do I do? Uh, I do air traffic control. So obviously it's a really like if you're listening to this right now, soon, obviously something just happened in the Washington DC area. So it's been a really tough week, like work wise. It's certainly
Yeah,
like affected me. To see all that stuff go down and to see like certain people placing blame on people before they even know that what has happened. So it is uh, people talk about it being such a stressful job, and it has its moments, but you've also seen it
yeah.
too, right? Like, we're able to, uh, be serious, but also, like,
Have really
have a
good
lot of
bonds with your
camaraderie and have
employees.
the bonds. That's right. I do supervise in the tower, so that puts me in a little bit unique of a position where it's more of, like, making sure that everyone is all set and doing
Yeah,
what they need, making sure that nothing gets missed. Um but I love my job, like, we talk about that all the time. I never really complain about going to work because it's, like, the coolest job on the planet, and after, like, 15 or 16 years now,
yeah.
like, still really like doing it. Um, I used to do Ironman triathlons, right? Some injuries have stopped me from doing that, so now I just lift weights a lot, trying to get huge, even though I already look huge.
And
Womp womp.
if you don't know what an Ironman triathlon is, it's like it's a really big triathlon. There's a lot of different ranges of it, but the one you did, well, you've done a bunch of them, but a full Ironman is how many miles is it? It's swim, bike, run.
Mhm. So you swim for 2.6 miles, and then you bike for 112 miles, and then you run a full marathon, so 26.2 miles. It's a really long day, especially for someone that's as slow as me. That's like 15 hours that I spent doing that, in the ones that I did.
Mm,
The really super fast fit people will do them like
8 hours.
now, like 8 hours. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're so fast now. But it's really like it's so fun at the end of the
yeah.
Ironman triathlon when it's like getting to be the final moments of it happening. The whole town comes out. We did it in Lake Placid, New York, the full one that I've
Mhm.
done. And it's just so electric. You can see all the fireworks going
Yeah,
off at the finish line. Everyone's just beating down the barriers and like cheering for the people coming in. And then you see like some of the last people coming in,
yeah.
which is like it's so inspiring. There's people that have just worked so hard at this and they finally get to go in and just hear you are an Iron Man. It's the coolest thing.
And
It's really fun.
especially with, like, being a spectator for so long, it has its ups and downs, but it's overall really fun, but it's hard to wake up that early, but it is
Well, we're talking like 3:30, 4 o'clock
yeah,
in the morning.
it's really nice to see, like, how much energy is put into it, and it kinda gives you something to look up to, even though I would never do an Ironman, but
Never say never.
kinda gives you something to just, like I said, look up to, and it's fun to watch. It can be very tiring. There's a lot of walking and running. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
there
I
is.
walk 126
I
miles.
spectating is so tough,
Yeah.
like, to try to see your athlete, especially on a course where, like, you
Do you
may
have a
only see them
tracker?
once or twice. Yeah, and the tracker does its best to guess where people are, but it's not perfect by any means.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you like to do if we're not talking about sports or anything like that? Like, what are some of your hobbies that you like to do otherwise?
I do have a jewelry business. It's kinda died down a little, but
It's on pause. You do it a lot in
yeah.
the summer, so we kinda
Yeah.
pause during the, winter months.
For a long time, it was I wouldn't say booming, but it was like
Solid.
it was popular. I wouldn't say popular. It was just like it was a
It's
solid
okay to say
business.
that,
Yeah.
like, it's alright.
It was a solid business. I went to vendor fairs, like, every Sunday, and that kinda it dies down a little in the winter because well, I still get orders from my family, but I don't have a lot of time in the summer. I have, like, all the time in the world, and that's really what I do all summer, but really, I don't know, I do love to color
Yep.
for any of my coloring girlies.
It's pretty popular on
Color
TikTok,
talk,
so everyone
yeah.
kinda knows, like, what that is now. What are the books that you like? What are they
Um,
called?
they're Coco Wayu,
Mhm.
Southern Lotus, and that's all of them I have right now. I do wanna get I think they're like I don't know the exact name, but they're like Bobby something.
Okay.
They're if you guys know, they're like little animals and stuff.
That's
They're
cool.
mostly like dogs and stuff.
It's really cool to see, like, when I think of coloring books, I just think, like, crayon, like,
Yeah,
just coloring one thing, but it's really cool to see how you can,
yeah.
like, make textures and all of
Especially
this
with
with these
like
markers.
white jelly roll markers,
Mhm.
which I might insert a book. Right.
That's cool. That'll be really cool. Oh,
I'm
there it
gonna
is.
this is
Look how
gonna be
beautiful that is in this
this is gonna
photo.
be of a flower shop. That is one of my favorite ones that I've done.
Oh, I like that one
It
too.
looks really cool. I spent a lot of time on it.
Yep.
That's actually the night that your car broke down.
Oh, yeah.
Womp, womp, womp.
Um, alright. Should we do, like, some rapid fire questions?
Sure.
I'm gonna ask you some rapid fire questions, okay?
I'm gonna turn to him.
Morning or evening?
Evening.
Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner. I hate breakfast. We'll get more into that later.
That's true. We will talk about that. Um, books or movies?
Movies.
Music or movies?
Ooh. I'm not much of a book
Rapid fire.
person.
This is rapid fire.
Okay.
Hit me. Hit me.
I'm gonna go with movies. No. I'm gonna go with music.
Music?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we were saying books for a second. Supposed to be rapid fire.
Are you ready? Taylor Swift or Chapel Roan?
There's, but Chapel is very close. Chapel was number 2 on my Spotify.
Okay. Trying to give me some. Hit me with some.
Favorite color.
Blue.
Favorite animal.
Polar bear.
Plants or ooh, oopsie. I'm gonna go with flowers or plants. Well, like succulents.
Hold on. Are we saying like,
Like
well,
a
flowers or
rose? Yeah.
succulents? Succulent.
Okay. Mm. Coffee or tea?
Coffee. All the coffee.
Let me think. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
He's allergic.
The
Very.
dogs just like, I don't know. I
Give
think
me
they're
some more.
cooler. Okay. I'll hit you with some favorite animal.
Puma, which is really weird. But also like bunnies. Oops.
Okay. You. Dogs or cats? Bunny or dog?
That's too hard because I have both.
Gotta pick one.
We're gonna show a photo of Remy, which is our dog.
That'll be cool.
Remy's actually sleeping in my room right
Yeah.
now. And then this might
He's probably really sad that he's not in the room right now.
maybe we'll pull him in at the end.
Maybe. Probably not. Water or soda?
Water. I don't like soda. I don't really like the carbonation.
Okay.
Like I don't really find any like thrill out of that, and especially for how many calories it is, I don't find it worth it.
Math or science?
None of them.
Math or science?
Sorry to any of my teachers.
Just favorite subject in
Social studies,
why?
which mostly human rights because that's one of my favorite.
Oh, I love that. That's really good. All right. I think that's good. Yeah. What else we got? We're gonna hopefully I hope people have enjoyed this and it's not like too
Yeah.
boring. Hopefully it's been a little fun.
Favorite scent.
Favorite scent for me? Oh,
I have this in my notes app. What's your scent?
you do?
I do.
Your favorite? Like, so my favorite scent you're asking.
Mhm.
I like I don't know, that's a little tough because scents are so like I don't have a specific thing where I was like, this is what I want to smell like right now. Um, I don't know. Like when I think of like aromas that I
Mhm.
really like when I think of things that make me feel nostalgic, things that make me like take me to different places. Like obviously we talked about coffee before, right? Like coffee being brewed is such a distinct aroma that I really like. Um, I like the smell of like for candles,
Mhm.
like cranberries or
Yeah.
like
Like, kinda
apples.
like
Like
blueberry.
I really like that. That's nice too. Yeah. Um, But it kinda just depends because
Yeah.
I also like the manly flavors too, like, if you talk about, like, bourbon and, like,
Yeah.
tobacco or something like that and leather, like,
Mhm.
sometimes that's really nice too. It just kinda fluctuates a little bit, I
Yeah.
think. What's your favorite scent? I
Ooh.
said favorite.
Uh, well, for some reason, I really like the smell of cologne. It's, like, one of my favorites.
Like any cologne?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly my cousin has really good cologne,
He
and I
does.
steal it a lot.
Yeah.
But hmm, one second. Oh, my phone's over there.
That must be a bit
Um,
too much. You're creating noise.
we have, like, I don't really know. I have this all written down, but
Okay.
I like lavender.
Yeah.
I like pink
Should we
sand
Oh,
candle.
pink sand Yankee. That is a good scent.
My mom does not like those.
Yeah. Um, should we wrap it up?
We can.
Yeah, I think we should. We don't wanna push it too long here. We've been going like 25-ish minutes right
Yeah.
now. Um, I hope everyone's enjoyed it. I hope it's not too much yapping. You can actually get through all of this. Um, we will it'll be better produced pretty soon too, but,
Hopefully
like
next in the next 2 weeks, I would say.
yeah, this is our first go at this.
Mhm.
I'm super excited to do this. I really hope everyone likes it. I love doing this with you.
Me too.
With, like, extra time together, which is really cool,
Mm.
and it's meaningful. Um, and that's what it's all about.
And if you're seeing this, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to smash that subscribe button,
Yes, please
like it
like,
up,
subscribe, hit
share.
those notifications also so you know when we post anything. We'll try to
Yep.
post some clips,
Mhm.
but please share it with everyone that you know, and make some suggestions too. If there's
Yeah.
some things that you want us to talk about, if you have questions for
Yeah,
us,
like,
like
I'll even probably in the next couple days, I'm gonna post on Instagram a Q&A, and
that
probably,
would be
like,
cool.
next Friday whenever we're doing our podcast,
Yep.
and I'll put a little Q&A and see what you guys think
We
and
could
what you
pull up
wanna
some
know.
Q&As. That'd be really
Yep.
fun. We can answer questions. Um, questions about our lives, our what we do,
Yep.
like sports, anything like that. Ask them. And if you have any topics maybe that
Mhm.
you want to get addressed in the
Any, like,
podcast,
kinda like games. Not games, but, like
games could be fun
yeah.
too. But
And if you wanna ever see us go live, let us know. We can
whoa,
do Instagram Live, once we get enough followers,
yeah,
TikTok Live,
yeah,
and YouTube Live.
absolutely.
And I don't know if you're seeing this on Spotify right now, but we will be going well, you're not gonna be able to see it, but if you're listening this on Spotify, it will be coming soon. If you're not, but yeah.
And we need to wait like a little bit, I think, before we go on Apple,
Yeah.
so that we can maybe get in like the new
Mhm.
section. You have to have a couple episodes.
Yeah.
So enjoy this on YouTube for now. And then we're gonna try to branch out to all the other spots.
And we are gonna go eat dinner.
That's right. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great week and see you all next week.
Mhm. Stay cool.
Later.